Hi everybody. Today is an exciting day. We are going to talk about identifying our thesis. I know, I'm a dork. I get excited over identifying our thesis. This is a big step in finalizing our critical analysis. We've submitted our draft. I'm taking a look at them. I'll get them back to you as soon as I can with some good feedback. But now we're focusing on our thesis. Up until this point, we've used the phrase claim. We've presented what our claim is about this article that we're reading. What is our claim about the author's effectiveness? But now we're going to transition it to a thesis. They are very similar items. However, a thesis is more formalized. It's a very clear statement of intent in regards to what you will be discussing. Now, what exactly are we doing with this assignment? What we want to do is kind of think about our claim. We want to kind of rephrase it, for a lack of a better word, into a very viable, solid thesis. And now what a thesis does is it indicates to our audience exactly what our thoughts are and exactly what we will be presenting in our essay. So let's open up our assignment 2 milestone 1 document and try and identify your main claim. Most of us phrased it as my claim is, or something similar to that. So let's open it up and take a look at what our claim was, and let's kind of reformat it into using a thesis, or I'm sorry, into using this formula for your thesis. All right. Remember that a strong thesis statement should contain your main idea as well as a couple, usually 3, supporting points to back up that main claim. And I say remember because at this point in MindEdge we should have already kind of covered what a thesis is, but now we're kind of putting it all together. So what exactly should our thesis statement look like? MindEdge gives us a really cool formula for it. We want to use the phrase, the article's main claim of blank is blank. And these are supporting key points because blank, blank, blank. Except we don't want to say blank. For example, I could say the article's main claim that factory work is more difficult than college life is effective because key point 1, key point 2, key point 3. So we're going to take our claim, rephrase it in this formula, the article's main claim of blank is blank, and then we're going to take those 3 key points that we've talked about and tie them in here. So we want to make sure that we follow this formula. It is not a requirement per se that your thesis has to match up exactly like this, but this is a good way to help that thesis be really strong. I don't know if you can hear my dogs at the door wagging their tails to come in. So what we want to do is reformulate our claim into our thesis, type it right in here. Remember, we want to hit submit because this is a dual submission. And then upload it in bright space. Take a look at what we're looking at in terms of our rubric. Let's take a look at our critical elements. We want to make sure that you identify your claim, that you have 3 relevant key points that support your claim. And again, we want to make sure that we're being fairly articulate. We don't have a lot of spelling errors on that kind of thing. And because this is a dual submission, we do want to make sure that we go over into MindEdge under Assignment Submissions folder and click on 6.3 Submission, identifying your thesis. All right, so it's a dual submission. It's not a very long one, but let's make sure we transition our claim into that thesis formula and you'll be all set. Now, if you have any questions at all, let me know. We can discuss it via text or email. You can also connect with the SNHU OWC, or you can also post the question on the general discussion forum, because if you have a question about thesis development, I'm going to guess that we probably have other questions as well. So let's get a nice, good, supportive conversation going on about this really important aspect of our critical analysis. You guys got this. It's going to be great. We're already at week 6. We're almost done with the term. You're doing amazing.